Next on Community Central TV, we go to beautiful Panama City Beach, Florida for our Discover a New You retreat. Sit back and enjoy as we show you what took place during that weekend. Welcome to Community Central. We're out here at the beautiful Panama City Beach. Now, Discover a New You retreat took place in Panama City at the Bay Point Resort, a Marriott facility. We had an awesome time. In fact, this is my afterthought. But come with us after this commercial break. We'll show you more. Well, hello and welcome to Community Central, as you all know, and I'm here with Miss Tangie Williams, and Tangie Williams is, well, esthetician, right? Am I saying that right? Esthetician, but I'm going to look at this card because I want to make sure I'm saying it all. Okay, makeup artist as well, but you know what? That's not all you do. I've come to find out just kind of listening to the passion that comes out of your heart. There's a whole lot more of you. And you came to the Discover New You retreat. The women were just fired up because they, you know, the thing was it wasn't just the makeup that they got from you, but also that spirit that you imparted. You know, let's talk about your business.
Well, I'm a licensed esthetician and a makeup artist. Makeup has always been my passion. So, although I'm a health benefits advisor for the Navy, I love connecting with people. But women is my ministry, and I know that that's what God put me here for, to instill in women that they have that internal beauty. So I like to impart that into all of my customers as a makeup artist, and it doesn't feel like work. It's fun. I can get to encourage women who have been broken and who've been hurt by past relationships, even from family members. So that gives me the opportunity to let them know that, you know what, you are beautiful regardless of what society says.
Okay. Now, one thing that you said that really stood out, your health benefits for the coordinator, did you say, for the Navy?
I'm an advisor.
Okay, an advisor for the Navy. And yet and still, here it is, the makeup and everything. But in a way, that does go hand in hand, because here's benefits and telling people what they can do to help themselves, and yet and still you're doing the same thing outside. But I have to ask, how did you kind of get into that? Because here it is, you work for the Navy, and then this comes along. Tell us about that.
Well, I was in the United States Air Force for 4 years, and I worked in patient administration. And I ended up getting a job with health benefits, and I work with a lot of retirees, just explaining things. However, a lot of people are attracted to me because they say, man, you have great skin. What do you do? So it allows me to connect with other women and allows me to let them know, well, hey, you know, if you want to take care of that skin or you need information concerning that. And it's a juggling act. However, it's so fulfilling. It's very fulfilling because I get to work with women, because we are the one being that needs that help, because we're mothers, a lot of single mothers out there. I fortunately have a husband who supports me and take care of the kids while I can do things such as this. But for those women who are single parents who need someone to say, you're beautiful too, that's what I'm here for.
Well, you do an awesome job. I had the opportunity to kind of spy on you a little bit, even when I first came into the hotel when we were, you know, for the retreat. And then you had your husband come over and ask, are you supposed to be getting your makeup? You know, and I said, well, oh, that's good. She came and sought me out, you know. But I was in the bathroom when you were in there with another young lady, and you had done some makeup for her. But just the way that you did it and the things you said, and you were so encouraging even to her and telling her about her own inner beauty and everything. And I said, wow, she's really coming out of her heart. It was a passion about that. So it wasn't something that, you know, some people do things just for the money. You know, but I'm a big believer, if you do what you love to do, then it's not even work. And you are living that. And I must say that I also watched the family atmosphere because you have your husband and your two children with you. First of all, kids are very mannerable. Let's throw that in because your kids are very mannerable. But I notice your husband has his camera, and and you have an awesome support force. I know that there are a lot of women out there that don't have that. So what would you say to that one that is desiring that? Because it is, you build yourself up to look good, but you need to wait. I mean, what would you say for that?
Well, I would tell women first to work on themselves first. You cannot expect to come into a relationship with all this baggage and expect for a man to want to get involved with that. And if we would just wait, when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. So it's not for us to seek that out. When we take our time, when I met my husband, I was not looking. I was content. I was happy. And we found each other. And it has just been 10 years, and we have two beautiful young boys. And yes, they are mannerable, but you know what? It started from the beginning. I'm teaching them to be mannerable young black men. So when they see a woman come, they open that door. I'm instilling that so that when it's time for them to find that virtuous woman, she will have a man who knows how to take care of her, because their dad, he takes care of me, he supports me, and he's awesome. He does all the housework, ladies.
You got a brother.
And he is awesome, and to support me and come out and do this with me, has just made it an awesome thing.
I tell you, you're living a life that a lot of women are waiting on. So I mean, but this is living proof, and I love to see those type of things. Very positive, and one thing as we wrap it up, because these segments go so fast. I always think about the fact that even with Boaz and Ruth was working. She was doing something before Boaz discovered her, and that's the same thing that women need to do. Don't wait. You need to go ahead and do you, be me, and then be discovered. And the same thing even with, let's say, Adam and Eve, for instance. Adam didn't look for Eve. He was out working and doing God's business. The next thing you know, God said it's not good that man should be alone. So we need to be making sure that we're working on us and doing what we need to do. And you have showed them how to do that this weekend, and we really thank you, Tangie.